Welcome to Happily Ever Banter, a Mills House media production with your hosts, Uncle Dale and Kiki. Real talk, real laughs, and a little bit of chaos as this duo dives into life, love, and everything in between. It's unfiltered, it's unpredictable, it's Happily Ever Banter.
What up, everybody?
Welcome to episode, can't even remember.
131.
131, that's right. It's just funny. So before Dale started the episode, like he leaned over, like, let me have a kiss. I was like, oh, are we starting? Is this how we're starting the podcast? He's like, oh, that's too cheesy. So 5 seconds ago,
I'm trying to keep this PG so I can
he
be
gave me a kiss.
making out with my
like
wife.
That. Yeah, we didn't make out. We just gave each other a kiss.
I would have, but she wouldn't do it.
Okay, yes, I would.
She'd be like, your face stinks.
Oh my God. Yeah, who wants to make out with somebody that just got finished working out?
Dude, that's pheromones.
What? They don't smell too good, okay?
Mm.
Well, anyways.
My buddies at the gym would kiss me.
They would? Okay.
Yeah, so we're finally here. We are, as of tonight, we're filming Wednesday night at
It's almost 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, like we talked about, we've been talking about it the past couple of weeks. Me and Crystal were tribe leaders for our team at the City Mark Youth Conference, CYC.
The Royals, Go Team Royals, team mascot.
Go Team Royals. Crystal's wearing her outfit still.
That's right.
I would be wearing mine, but I got thrown in the mud pit tonight, so yeah, I had to change.
That's right. You had to change.
So we kind of talk about that. So City Mark, where we go, like I said, we had Pastor Matt Jones and Kate Jones, the head pastors of that church, friends of ours. We've talked about Blake Stanley, the other pastor. Good friends with him as well. Like I said, they asked us a while back to get involved. We said yes, and so we wanted to. This happened all over the past. It was last Wednesday night, all day Thursday, all day Friday, and then it finished up Saturday. And our job was we were mascots for our team. So we didn't get to finish the Tribe Wars Saturday because the session and the everything praise and worship went late. So we finished it tonight. So we're like, well, all right, let's wait till Wednesday night. Once we finish it,
we'll talk about it all,
and we'll give a full recap of the whole thing. Just talk about how awesome this was, and like kind of our experience, and like this is kind of a first time for us to really do anything like this. And so this episode is really going to be a recap of that. Like I said, we got some fun stuff to talk about and things that really were awesome to experience. So
that's right.
You have fun?
I had a lot of fun. I didn't know going into it, like I didn't know what to expect.
Well,
I didn't know.
I'll back it up. They didn't tell us a lot either, though.
Yeah, exactly.
They just said, hey, we need y'all to have energy, enthusiasm, act wild. Kids love it. Just be amped up. We're like, okay, but for like, what are we doing? And that's all they told us.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start Wednesday night. We show up. We don't really know what's going on. We do know that we're the Royal Tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had the Royal Tribe, they had the Spurs Tribe, they had the Metro Tribe, and they had the Riptide Tribe. And each team had a team of 2 that were the mascots, the tribe leaders.
And each team was different colors. So
yeah,
each
our team was green.
We had 4 different. Each team had 4 different grade levels. So we had what?
So we had the 8th grade. No.
11th grade girls.
11th grade girls.
Did we have 5th grade boys?
Yeah.
Yes, 5th grade boys. And then I forgot what the other age of the girls was.
Hold on. Just chill. Just chill for 2 seconds.
No, but at least I know those 2. I'm just keeping the conversation.
Okay,
rolling.
So we had 7th grade girls, 11th grade girls, 5th grade boys, and 9th grade boys.
Okay.
And so cool thing is we show up, we don't know what to expect. There is over 630 kids, I think there was, at this youth conference, which is bananas. I mean, there's a ton of kids. So
kids everywhere.
Out of the 600, we probably had 150 kids each or more, give or take, each team. Just kind of how it fell. I guess, that's how they teamed them up.
Yeah.
And so we don't really know what's going on. We show up there in our outfits. But if you've seen our posts over the past weekend, the first day I wore like a king outfit with a crown. Kiki had on like a old
I
like
typed
a
in,
royalty dress.
yeah, mine was like I typed in Kate Middleton and it popped up a bunch of dresses, so I kind of like went off of her look.
Yeah, so we show up in there and they're like, "All right, y'all come backstage, and we're gonna give all." They've been doing these tribe wars in their Wednesday night youth services over the past few weeks, I guess. So they've had points. We started off in last place, I think it was, or tied for last.
Yeah.
And so they said, "Hey, come backstage. We're gonna hype the crowd up, and we're gonna announce each team. Y'all come out." So we're like, us and the other leaders, we're like, "All right, we're just gonna go get wild." So they announced they announced Team Royal. They're like King Uncle Dale and Queen Aunt Kiki.
That's right.
And we ran out and we started jumping around. The kids were loud. They're getting hyped up. You know, it got better over time.
Right, it got better over time.
So that was that Thursday night. So we started with that. Go out there, get the crowd amped up, do all the stuff, and then we had before each session, before each like pastor would come out and speak.
There would be a tribe event.
Before the praise and worship, they would have a Tribe Wars game. So we start out the first night with, what game was it?
It was the where the girl.
So
the tire thing.
So one of the other pastors there, Pastor Blake, his son Tyson, another pastor. The dude's like, is he 21 yet?
I don't know.
Can't remember if he's 20 or 21. He's young. Great pastor as well. So they had this game he came up with. So there's 2 boxes. They got like a telephone pole across it with a tire in the middle of it with a piece of tape on the pole. So you pick. So we had to go out. Like we jumped off stage. We were hyping the crowd up. I'm jumping around, acting crazy, and so we had to pick. So we all get back on stage. They tell us what the game is. They're like, "All right, pick 3. We're going against this team, and y'all pick girls." So our game consisted of against another team, and we had to pick 3 girls. They had to pick 3 girls. Other teams had 3 boys, 3 boys. And this game pretty much is they got to kind of get the tire moved across to their side all the way. If you do, you win. And then when time expires, if it doesn't get all the way, but if you're across that tape,
then
you win.
Then you win.
And so this game is wild. I mean, these kids are jumping and knocking each other off this pole. You can't stand up on it. So they're like crawling on it, trying to push, you know. So I picked these 3 girls. I picked these 3 11th grade girls. Like these 2, like the first 2 I saw, tall, athletic. I'm like, y'all are in.
Y'all are in. We're winning.
Who's the third one? And then we picked the 3rd girl. And then we got up there, and man, it was great. Like they wear helmets. It gets that crazy.
It was crazy.
And so, you know, we're hyping up the crowd. We're doing all this stuff. We're getting pumped, just kind of being enthusiastic and loud. And we win that. We
did win it.
And so, which was cool. So we got some points there, helped get us on board. And then that was pretty much it. That was like all we had to do that night. So then we went back, and then we really just past that. We just went back, and we went in towards the back of the office, back of the church, and got to watch praise and worship. Watched the first pastor speak, which was Blake. And it's like, you know, just being in there, like we didn't know what to expect. Like I kind of like prayed about it. Like, okay, I'm just gonna go in here, open-minded, open-hearted, and then like just go experience this. Like that's really what I was doing prior to, like leading up to it, because I was kind of nervous, but I was like,
I was nervous because all my outfits,
we didn't really know,
armpit sweat, like huge sweats. And I think it's also just the material, because all my outfits were like polyester. So it's like I'm sitting there waving as a royalty, and all you see is just armpit sweat.
Yeah.
Hey.
So praise and worship starts, and like all the kids, you know,
just rush to the front of the stage.
600 kids there up on the front of the stage, like party, man, praising and worship. Hands up, singing. You know, you could feel God in the building.
You just feel the energy level. Just
yeah. So they did all that, man. It was really cool to see, because I know how I was, especially at that age. Even at this age now, which I've gotten, like this weekend really changed a lot in my heart, and like how how I act, I feel, and open my eyes up to it. But I seen all these kids from
Okay.
I did
No, I said okay. Like I'm listening.
so, but all these kids, you got to see them from 5th grade to
12th grade.
to seniors,
Seniors.
and they are just in it, arms up, singing and like just experiencing God and things like that, which was like super cool to see. Because I know how I was. Like I felt like I was always like self-conscious about stuff like that. I don't know why, like what my guard was to do that myself.
What do you mean?
Like to get into praise and worship and
Oh,
like
okay,
really
yeah.
like, lift your hands and just do different things. Like I always had my own reservations. That was my own internal things that kept me from doing that. And I think from seeing those kids do that and like, cause there's kids from, there's all kind of walks of life in there. You see like the jock popular kids
Yeah.
and you see the other kids, you see kids from all different grades and ages and walks of life. And they're all in it together. And so, that was really, really cool to see. Then Blake, Pastor Blake comes out and like, man, he did really good at like relating to the kids.
Yeah. I think
Like
every
he started talking about Spider-Man and like, just getting on their level, talking about things that they do.
Yeah, every gift,
To them, we're boomers.
Yeah, every guest speaker that spoke was amazing. It was all like,
Yeah, no, they had really good messages. Like
really good messages.
really, I say tailored towards the kids, obviously, but I got some out of every message.
Yeah, me too.
So,
because I was like, man, even though this is a youth conference and they have like, us volunteering and stuff, like, I think it's just more so for us as it is for them being, we've never done something like this. We've never done a conference kit, so like,
we've never volunteered or served at any church.
Yeah.
Even at Water's Edge when we were there for years in Lake Charles.
Yeah, that's right.
Much as we loved it, we never got involved.
Yeah.
And I think that was just our own thing. We never even talked about it either.
Yeah, that's right.
Even was on our radar. And I think that was a lot of
But I thought it was kind of cool, like how both were pastor friends. They asked us. I know I keep looking at that camera. They asked us, we didn't know what to expect or what going into it. And it's like, then I thought about like, why are they asking us? Like, yes, we're in a busy season in our life. We're like, our kids are in sports, we do the best as we can as a go to church, and we weren't going as often as we were because with sports, I mean, this doesn't make you a bad person for not doing that, but it's kind of not crazy, but it's just funny that they asked us. So I guess there was maybe a reason why they asked us. Maybe, I don't know,
No, so I'll back it up. I've never even talked to you about this. So my buddy Kyle.
Okay.
My buddy Kyle that I think I've talked to on here before, like just me and him. He's one of the only like guys I feel like, and he's not even a friend I've had for years. He's just a guy.
You don't really know him.
Guy that I know him. No,
I mean, he doesn't know you on a deep level.
He does. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. He knows me more on a deep level than some of my friends I've had for my whole life.
Okay.
Because the conversations we've had that I wouldn't have with my other friends.
Okay.
And so, we talked about that, and we've talked about church and spirituality and things like that when we'd meet and have lunch or have coffee or whatever. And I've always like kind of just, I talked to him about, you talk about purpose and things like that. I was like, man, I don't know what I need to do or how I need to get involved or whatever. Like, what are my gifts that I could use to, like you said, honor God and do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that me and him talked about was like me getting involved with kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that would be something, because one, I'm really good with kids. I love kids. I act just like them. I don't get embarrassed in front of kids. Like the stuff we did this week, I would have more reservations doing that in front of adults. Like just,
oh yeah,
I would probably still act wild, but with the kids, man, it was just carefree. They loved it. Like they were like, dude, the cornier and the wilder you can be, the kids eat it up. Mm-hmm. So we dove all in on that.
We did.
But I've kind of like, I've had, like, we've had those conversations. I've said prayers kind of like, what could I do to use my gifts of like dealing with kids and things like that. And, fast forward months later, Blake talks to Crystal at CrossFit, and was wanting us to be a part of this. And then so eventually he called me for lunch, me, Blake, and his son Tyson.
But so before you said that, which was crazy, so whenever he asked us, she was like, all right, I was like, we would love to do something like this. I was like, we both love being around kids, all this stuff, so I was like, the only problem is like, I got to check our schedule, seeing if it's like, we didn't know like if it was going to be like a crazy busy sports weekend or whatever. So it just so happens when he gave me those dates and I checked them out, we had, that was a free weekend. We had nothing going on. So it was almost like,
it's like Drake said, it's God's plan, man.
Yeah.
It was, it all worked out like it should have worked out.
Yeah.
So, and we didn't tell him yes right away. Like we talked, me and Blake and Tyson had lunch one day. They were telling me about it, like what it is, what it does. They were showing me some of the videos of things they've done in the past. And I was really intrigued, but I didn't give an answer right away. I was like, man, we look at the schedule and we do this. Like, I didn't really have, reservations about it, but I didn't like immediately just like, yep, we're in. Like I was kind of like, still hesitant there because I knew that
it would be a big responsibility to do for those amount of days,
and
we still didn't know the fully details,
Yeah. So, so a few weeks leading up to conference, I text Blake. I'm like, hey, bro, we're in. Me and Kiki are in. We're doing it. Let us know what to do. He's like, awesome, great. They probably already knew we were going to do it. He probably already figured we were. But I told him, we're in. So then then they put us in this email chain with the church. Tyson's wife, Melis, she's like, hey, they're going to send email out, hey, this Wednesday youth service, the week before conference, we want y'all there. It's not mandatory, but if you want to come in, we're going to have a meeting, blah, blah, blah. So we go have the meeting. They kind of tell us a little bit about it, not much. We meet the other tribe leaders. That's where they told us what teams we were, what our
expectations were.
Well, expectations, do's and don'ts, and things like that, just to kind of get everybody up to speed. And then they're like, okay, you're our team Royal, which is like old money, royalty, country club, whatever. So, me and Crystal left there. We're like, we got to get some outfits.
Sure did. So we like ordered off of Amazon.
I mean, probably $500 worth of stuff, I think it was.
Yeah, I actually added it up last night because I was curious.
So first thing I looked at, I was like, okay, I found that King outfit. She found a dress.
Yeah.
And then we did a day.
Like a golf, like whatever.
Yeah, Kiki's wearing her golf outfit. We did like golf. And then we did another day I wore a Disney Prince outfit.
And I wore like I was like a Secretary of the State or something like that.
No, it was more like a
business attire.
It was like a Kate Middleton kind of kind of dress.
Her inspiration.
And so the cool thing is we showed up that first night, like I said, we're in our outfits, and the other teams are dressed up too. They're not as elaborate as us. So we already get points for that. We were already the cooler people. So, then each night at 9:30 after the session and the altar calls and things like that, they have an after party for 30 minutes outside. First night was American Rodeo, so
I rode the bull.
Me and Crystal dressed up for that as well.
We did.
I don't remember what I wore that night.
Yeah, you wore a cowboy hat with a shirt.
Cowboy hat, shirt, jeans, boots.
Yeah, we had a rodeo attire. It was so funny because I was like, all the kids were in line around the bull. I was like, I'm riding
mechanical bull.
Yeah. They're like, no, you're not.
What post that
Even
day,
Bronson was like, no, you're not. I said, oh, I'm getting on that thing. I'm riding. I've never done it
Kiki,
before, and I want to do
kids.
it.
You don't need to get up there.
Everybody it settled down a lot. And Blake was like, why don't you go ride it, Crystal? I was like, oh, I'm all about to. I am. And so I did. So I got on that thing and I'm going lollygag, I'm doing it, and I was like, can you give me a little bit of action? And as soon as he turned that thing up, whack, I flew back.
Smacked her head on that. I mean, it's an inflatable.
Yeah, but still.
No, she hit hard.
I hit hard. So the rest of the whole week, my neck was probably 10, oh my God. Yeah. But it was so funny.
So first night was a good taste because it was only a short, it was from 6 to 10 that night. We didn't get home till probably 10:45 or something like that. So we're like, okay, we at least got a taste of what it was. Like, okay, now we're past that. Now let's go all in.
Yeah.
Next day we show up, new outfits. The other guys are still wearing their same outfits. So everybody was coming up to us, talking about our outfits.
Mm-hmm. You're like, what outfit are y'all wearing tomorrow?
Yeah. So, we had an outfit every day for the tribe stuff. And then every night for the after parties.
Yeah.
The second night after party was neon.
Yeah, neon. Then the next day was luau.
Yeah. Neon. So we had outfits. We had, like, we were like a Britney Spears concert.
Every time you turn around, we were changing to something new.
I know. So we were going in the bathroom, coming out dressed with a new outfit, which they enjoyed it because, like, the kids, they knew who we were. We started to, like, get to know the kids. So we didn't, so Blake asked, I think the day before, he's like, hey, would you guys want to help with some small groups? And I was like, man, I don't know about that one yet. Like,
would y'all like to help lead a small group?
No, it wasn't lead. We were going to help with other small groups.
Yeah.
Like they have a leader for the small group. We would just be helping, like, assisting. And I was like, man, I said, I'll be honest with you. Like, I want to, this was before even Wednesday night, like, I want to just do this part. I want to ease into it and really experience it. I said, I don't know if I'm feel comfortable yet, like, dealing with small group stuff yet.
Yeah.
Then fast forward Wednesday night, 11:48 at night, I think it was. Melis texts Crystal, hey, Thursday is a big day. It's all day.
Yeah.
From middle of the day, they take, we had charter buses take everybody to Schlitterbahn, the water park in Galveston. And she texted that night, hey, we had somebody can't make it tomorrow. Can y'all take on a group of 6
fifth graders,
5th grade boys to chaperone the whole time we're at Schlitterbahn? Like 5th and 6th grade kids had to chaperone.
Stay with so we had a ride and everything with them.
Yeah. So we're like, yeah, we're in. We'll do that. Which that was just really hanging out with the kids and doing stuff. Fun. It wasn't like this small group setting, like leading a small group.
Yeah.
So next morning comes, first full day. It was, we probably get to bed after midnight that night. And then we had to get up and be there.
I didn't really.
We got there at 8 a.m.
Yeah, I didn't get that much sleep because the first night I was just so amped up because I was just like, I guess still just on high.
Yeah. So so Bronson and his friend Cash, we signed them up too. They came. First night, they were like, man, that was awesome. The energy was fun. They really enjoyed it, which was cool because it's cool to see your kid, like, experience that. And so, so we get up the next day. We're there, new outfits. We get backstage, like you said. They go do some announcement. They kind of talk about the lead of what the points are at for each team.
Mm-hmm.
They announce us again, and then we come running on stage from out into the front of the crowd, kind of going crazy, just amped up, doing everything, just trying to get our teams amped up. And so, which was really cool. We did that. Do another, then they have praise and worship. So we did the praise and worship, and then another pastor spoke. And so it was awesome. Did that. Then we all embark down to Galveston.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had like 16 or 17 like charter buses.
Yeah.
And we had a police escort there, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And so we have our 6 5th graders.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the buses are almost full, so they split us up. Crystal took 3 boys, and then I took 3 boys on there. And these kids were wild. I had 3 of these kids, and I tell you what, they were talking my head off. We were playing games. We were just kind of cutting up in the very back of the bus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ended up being the only girl on the bus. That's one of them was like, "How did you get stuck with being the only girl on this bus?"
Yeah.
So of course you got them boys, passing gas and all that stuff. They're like, "Got a lady on board,"
They don't care.
I know they don't care, but I sat at the very front.
Yep. So we go to Schlitterbahn. So we're like, all right, we're going. We got to take these kids, and wrangling 6 5th graders.
Yeah, they're ready.
It was a challenge because obviously we can't just go. They can't just run off. We're in charge of these kids. They don't know us. We don't know them. And we've got to, it's hard to get all 6 of them to do the same thing.
Yeah. So the first thing they wanted to do is go do the wave pool. So you're thinking like, oh, we're gonna all get on tubes and relax. No, we were basically running through the whole wave pool. We're like, why are we
trying to keep up with? They're sprinting in the water.
they're sprinting, and I was like, luckily we work out, and like we're sitting there like we're probably look like fools running. We're seriously.
Oh, I'm
like,
running 3 foot deep of water. My calves are burning, trying to catch these kids. We're like literally watching these kids. I made sure they could all
counting.
swim.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2,
I made sure they could all swim. I was like, can y'all all swim?
Yeah.
Please. I don't want to have to deal with that. They could, but we chased these kids in this thing around the whole dang water park. Then we get out and go ride some rides, go ride some slides, and so it's just hard to keep up with everybody. One want to do this, one want to do that. I'm like, bro, you're not in charge.
It was just the rules just for their age.
You're not in charge. We're in charge.
Yeah.
We're going to make a decision together. So they were like, oh, some of them were all, oh man, but
they wouldn't last for long,
No, they were really,
they were really
respectful, and they were good kids. It's just 6 of them, and they're 5th grade boys.
It was just cool. Like at the end of the night, like after it was a long day, like before they would go leave, they would, come tell us bye or like see you tomorrow,
Yeah. So we hung out with these kids. And so fast forward, it's getting close to leaving time. We all make it back towards the front area just to go hang out, make sure everybody's accounted for.
Yeah.
Check in. And then one of our kids, Tito, he's missing.
Tito.
I'm like, bro, where's Tito? I'm looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him. I don't alert anybody yet. I go walk around, don't see him. I was like, so I finally told Tyson, I'm like, bro, I lost a kid. They're like, well, we got 600 something kids here. We only lose one. We're pretty good. I'm like, yeah.
But we were the only ones talking to the other people, so they lost.
Yeah. But so I was like, I know where he might be. Crystal.
The wave pool.
Crystal, these 5, they're yours. Y'all better listen to her, and I'm going to go look for Tito. Went around to where I thought he may have been, and I come around the corner across the park, and he's standing there in the other area with a bunch of the City Mark people.
Yeah.
He's talking to the lady. I'm like, Tito, get over here. He's like, well, I wanted to go to the wave pool. I thought you were with me. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
You went the whole wave, like you went the whole thing. You went the whole you went the whole lazy river without us. Like you didn't see any of us, and you thought you were with us.
Yeah, that was funny.
And so yeah, dude, I tell you, I was like, dude, you made me nervous. Like I was worried about this kid, because he's under our watch.
Yeah.
And so we get him all back there. I bought him some Dippin' Dots, and then I thought I lost him again. The kid went to the bathroom to change.
Yeah, and I was in line.
I was like, where the heck is Tito at again? I'm like, bro, I went in the bathroom, yelled, he was in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you got to hurry up, 1, and 2, don't walk off again, please. Like,
but even the boys were like, he's always walking off.
I want to deal with your parents. They come to me because I lost their kid at the water park.
Yeah, it's funny.
But it was cool, man. We really connected with those 6 boys.
Mm-hmm.
We get back to the church. That's when we ate some dinner.
Yeah.
Ate dinner, and then another session starts, which the start of each session, that's whenever they come out. They amp the crowd up, give everybody a point check in, and then the next game.
Yep.
And what was that game? Was that the dunk contest then?
Yes, the dunk contest.
So that was they had a dunk contest. And so like a trampoline set up with a goal in front of in the church where in front of the stage. You had to go pick your kid. We did that. And we ended up losing that one. Trevor, one of the kids that actually lives right down the street from us, we've been knowing since we've moved here.
Mm-hmm.
He won it for his team, which was cool. But that was a fun game because all the crowd got hyped up. Everybody was like, it was a fun game. And that led to another praise and worship. Another pastor come out and spoke. Altar call and everything, man. It was really cool to see these kids really go all in, and you hear some testimonies and stories and seeing kids crying, really their first time maybe experiencing Jesus and things like that. Was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then so that was really, that day was I found myself getting emotional most days.
Mm-hmm.
During praise and worship, during the sermons.
Yeah, so that's why I think like I'm still recovering from it all because like you're going in there not knowing what to expect, but you're like, you're crying, you're laughing, you're drained, you're exhausting. But I think overall, like as far as like a picture wise thing, if I'm even making sense, like um, it's a beautiful thing to see. I think that's um, like um, like I think the reason why I'm so like tired and exhausted because it's like your emotions really set in
Yeah,
through it
no,
all.
it was
Crying,
emotional,
laugh.
man.
Yeah, it was emotional, like crying, laughing, like getting into the message, getting into the songs and worship, hearing these testimonies, like, really just, like, yeah, I cried. That's probably the most I've ever cried back to back. But like, then there was days where I want to come home, and like really I mean, really boohoo and cry, cause like just seeing all these kids come together in one, just,
Yeah, we're totally like not worrying about who's around them,
yeah.
not self-conscious.
Mm-hmm.
They're just all into it, which adults, I know me personally, I would, like I told you, I would never done that. And so it was cool to see that. Like, that's what really, I think, it was a breakthrough for me to see that,
Mm-hmm.
which was really cool. And so, but yeah, it was fun, man. Like I said, that was really, it was emotional. I'd find myself tears coming out my eyes and different things, like different parts of the days, different things would happen, even
Mm-hmm.
nothing that was really an emotional thing.
Yeah.
And I would find myself like tearing up or have tears on my face. It was like, man, it really hit
And
me.
even meeting a lot of the like I like meeting all
Yeah, we met a lot.
adults. We
Yeah.
met a lot of adults too,
So there's a ton of volunteers.
Mhm.
Obviously, there's the small group leaders for all these kids in there. Other volunteers that serve food. I mean, they had so many people. Like the way they put this together, this was like in it to go as planned with no crazy things kind of like disrupting that. It was cool. So then we got the end of the night, another party, another outfit, the neon foam party.
Mhm.
So they had like the second tallest slide in America.
No, in America.
In the nation, and then the tallest slide in Texas.
Okay, that's
The
what it
big old water
slide. Yeah,
slide.
huge water slide.
Then they had a foam thing shooting foam out, neon.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had the
fire truck.
the fire truck was
water.
there shooting water. They were there, League City, and so man, it was fun. Like we had our Dion outfits on, walking around, just seeing people, having people come up to us. We're seeing that we all the kids that were on our team had a green lanyard on for our team. So we're giving them high fives. We're saying they're all saying Team Royal is going to win.
Yep.
We're pumped up, because
we're like, be ready for tomorrow. Come with spirit. Get your whole team.
Yeah,
ready.
we're like, y'all got to get amped up. We need y'all to get rowdy.
Yeah.
And so and they did overtime.
Yeah, overtime.
Each time it got more hype. And I was running out there acting crazy. Crystal was in high heels sometimes, so she couldn't jump off stage.
I couldn't jump off stage, so I'm just being crazy on stage.
Yep. So but yeah, so we did that.
Mhm.
We'd probably leave there 10:30 or so. We'd stop and grab some Whataburger, eating late. Get home. You got to decompress, clean up, and do it all over the next day. But like, so it was like, me and Chris were like, all right, we're going to get some sleep when we get past this. Like, this is just, we're going to go all in kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward. So we go to Friday, another early morning, getting ready, getting there. Another outfit. That was the day you wore the like Kate Middleton dress.
Mm-hmm.
I had on the like the Disney Prince thing. Everybody's come up to us like, man, I can't wait. We're always excited to see what y'all are wearing
and we're in the lead, guys. We've
at that point
we were in the lead.
At that point, we took over first place in the points, coming from tied for last.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're in the lead, baby.
Yeah, we're in the lead. And so no, that night wasn't the dunk contest. I think that was the night we did those balls.
Okay, the balls. Yeah, we won. Yes.
Okay,
right.
So that was a nightmare. They threw out 3,000 like ping pong balls, and each team had a tower that's like probably 9 foot tall with like a cone.
Yeah.
And all the kids had to go grab balls and throw them in there. And it wasn't like you could just drop them. Like you have to jump or throw them in.
Because they bounce out.
And so we do that, and then our team had the most balls, and so we won that event. That was a big one. I think we won like 500,000 points, something like that.
I think that's what put us in the lead.
That one put us in the lead. So Friday morning we show up, like I said, new outfit, ready to go. Crowd's amped up for us. We come out there, we get crazy. Oh, that's the day I ran out, and then I got in front of the crowd.
Oh, you did
I
a selfie.
I did like a big selfie with the whole group, which was really fun. Like, they all stood up that time, and I was like, they had some like 9th grade boys in the front, and I'm dapping them all up, like I've been knowing them forever. And another praise and worship, like I said, so each praise and worship thing, so it has a guy named Joel Barnes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Grammy Award winning Christian singer.
Amazing.
Guy's a killer. He's got music all on iTunes. If you want to check him out, Joe L. Barnes, go check him out. But then they had this other girl, was her name Hannah. Pastor Matt.
Her name was Haley.
Haley, okay. You sure?
Yes.
Okay, Haley. Sorry, Haley. Pastor Matt and Kate, they came from a church in Cincinnati, Seven Hills, and this was actually a girl we found out later that she was in the youth program that Matt ran at his church, Seven Hills, up in Cincinnati, and now she's incredible singer. So
I can listen to her all day.
She came down as well to sing and do the praise and worship for this event.
Like when you hear people singing, you sing with them, but then you're almost just like in a daze because you're just like, my mouth's probably not dropping, but probably is. I'm just like,
oh, her voice is really pretty.
I'm like, can I be upstage like that singing? I want a voice so bad.
There's Isaac, who's one of the he's like the worship leaders. Isaac's awesome. Then Marcel.
Yes.
This dude.
All of them are amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, their band and like the way they sound, like that really gets you into the praise and worship. I love
when they keep going back and forth. Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, y'all sing to me and put me to sleep at night.
Well, like I said, I found myself getting just as much or more emotional during praise and worship.
Yeah, which you can get.
No, obviously, like
I feel like I feel more.
I can feel more spirituality through some music.
That's how I'm too. Like if it's a good, touching, understandable later. Like I love that song. When they sang something about the river, when they were like, close your eyes, and they said, like, I want to know that song. That song was such a beautiful song.
Yeah, that was Joe Barnes talking about that.
Yeah. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah. So like I said, man, I'll tell you what, but like I said, this was the first time ever in my life that I genuinely like put my hands up and singing out loud.
Yeah. Cause sometimes it's like, get up there, y'all. Everybody put your hands up, so like, I'm dancing, I'm doing it, but like, as far as like spiritually, I don't feel it, but it felt good to do it. But like, I understand it for the praise thing. Like when you're like, all right, pray over somebody, put your hand, like I feel it like that. But like for just singing, and I don't feel it like that if I just sing. I'm just singing, but everybody's different,
Yeah, no, like I said, that was the first time ever in my life that I've ever like, okay, I got to break down the barriers that's kept me from doing that in the past.
Yeah.
And just feel it. And like I said,
everybody
I did. That's where I would get more emotional each day.
Yeah.
And I did, man. I tell you, it was nuts the way I felt a difference in things,
Mm-hmm.
And so after each session where the pastor would come out, they would have a great message, but then they'd have like altar call stuff, and there was a lot. I'm telling you, there was a lot of kids there that was coming to Jesus for the first time, getting saved, and like, man, it was really, really cool to see that happening. That was another part. It was emotional, just seeing those other kids do that and experience that was like very emotional. For me. It was it was very emotional. And then you see Bronson and his buddy, they're involved too, raise their hands singing.
Yes, yeah, I know. I think
it was cool to see.
There's a few points at time where I wanted to cry just seeing
the
joy of how much they loved it. Like they really enjoyed it,
Yeah.
And hopefully moving forward, they'll continue to want to go to, Bronson will continue to want to go to youth. And, I know our daughter Kenzie didn't go, she's going to be 16. She didn't have nobody to go with. She's not the type of person to go.
I told her next year she's going.
I was like, yeah, next year she needs to go. Cause I was like, man, you really would have enjoyed it. Even if you would have just stuck with us,
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, so we did all that. So during the day, like I said, on Thursday we went to Slitterbond. Friday they took all the kids
to Slick City at Top Golf.
They did Top Golf for like 2 hours, which we had a whole floor.
Mm-hmm.
And we went that day. We went to Top Golf whenever the younger kids were there, the 5th through 8th grade, I think it was. We took a whole floor of Top Golf, which Top Golf's big. And then I was interacting with the 5th grade boys that we had the day before, talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
Got connected with, we made some friends. A guy named Isaiah. Me and him got close. We've been talking ever since then through text. And I hung out with him. He's one of the small group leaders for the 5th grade boys.
Mm-hmm.
So his boys are on my team. So Isaiah was part of the Royal Tribe. Hung out with them, just kind of cutting up with the boys, man. Just really, really fun. Good time. Then they flip flop to Slick City, which is, if you've ever been there, it's pretty cool. It's like you get this little pad. There's like all these slides that ramp off onto like pads and different things. And then I got involved that day to where they have like a basketball court that they do dodgeball or basketball in. So I got roped into being like a referee, making sure the boys, they all got equal time, play. And some of these kids are whining because it's rough. I'm like, bro, you're gonna get fouled every play. Like, quit whining at me. Like, just suck it up. And so that was fun. Like, so that's where I got to know and interact with a lot more of the boys and the girls. We had some girls that came and played with us as well. And so so we get back, we eat dinner, another session. That's when we get up there, and I believe that was the night of the dunk competition.
Okay. And
I can't remember. It's all a blur. I know what games we played, but I can't remember exactly which session they were. But yeah, we had crazy games, doing things like that. No, that was the night. That was the night we had that night is when we had that capture the flag game where you had to get the ball across to your thing.
Oh, yes.
So I go out in the crowd. I see these two boys. I'm like, all right, I need some strong, like, this is for the big kids. I need these two boys. And I picked another kid. And then one of them, this kid's jacked. Like, he looks like he's an athlete, looks like a wrestler. I'm like, dude, you're on top of this box. Nobody touches this ball. And dude, he's up there fighting for his life. They're coming. He's like single hand, like one arm pushing these kids off. And then we get, these kids are straight up wrestling, fighting. And so we win it first, quick, boom.
Yeah, and then we do a rematch?
Yeah, the other team was like, oh, we can beat y'all. And I was like, run it. Like, Gannon, one of the pastors, youth pastors, he was like, what do y'all think? And I was like, run it back. And so then we did it again, and we beat him again. And that one got rowdy. One of the kids on my team got a little shook up, a little hurt. He was all good. He's good, y'all. Then he finally gets up, and I start chanting MVP. The whole crowd started chanting MVP for him. It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
And so that was a wild, like, these games they're rough.
Crazy.
They're rough.
Yeah.
Which, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
If you don't get hurt youth camp or youth conference, you're not really having fun.
Yeah.
Nobody broke anything.
Yeah.
Praise God. So then so that went on to another praise and worship, another thing, like, so that was something that was, me and Crystal made sure, like, we weren't just there to be the tribe leaders. We were involved.
Yeah, we helped out a lot. We would ask, hey, like, where you need us to be.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't need help with something, we would still go and no matter what, we would, like, even when we went to like Slick City and Top Golf, we were still around.
Yeah,
we were still helpful stuff.
More adults,
being
just
there,
some kids.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to be involved as much as they let us, and they wanted us involved. So like I said, that was another night. That's whenever after party that night was the luau, which they had like cone ice out there, snow cones for all the kids.
I did some dancing too. I did some line dancing.
Yep.
Bronson didn't want me to, but I was like, if there's a line dance, I don't care.
He's gonna do it.
I like to dance, and I got out there, and some of them were like, man, look at
Who's this old lady?
Miss Kiki doing the whatever dance it was. I still got moves, y'all.
Yeah, it was like the cha-cha.
Oh, that's another thing we can talk about. I didn't realize, like, we walk into that church, we walk into City Morgue the first day. It is like boom, 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 and I was like, dang, I mean, Christian music has stepped up. Like, it was like rap stuff. I was like, I never even heard of all this stuff. But I was like, I went to the bathroom and had to recorded the music. I was like, man, we're jamming up in here,
Yeah, no, yeah, there's a lot of good.
There's a lot, yeah.
I mean, Frank Force is one of them. Frank Force has a lot of other rappers involved, but that dude's killing it. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of good Christian music,
which I never knew that, but like all the music they play, just getting the kids amped up and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm like dancing.
Yeah. So it was cool. But yeah, that night we had that after party, and by the end, I think that day we were tired. No, it was Saturday. We were tired. Like that day, I mean, that was a few long days.
I mean, each day I was tired.
We're late. We get up next morning, but like when they call us on stage, we got to turn it on.
Yeah.
And so, we're running out there, getting the crowd hyped, doing anything we can to just then like I'm not even worried about anybody thinks. I'm just out there jumping around. I want to ask Bronson what he thought about seeing us.
Yeah, I know.
Do that. If he thought it was cringe or whatever, or he enjoyed it. But Bronson's pretty. He knows how we are, so I bet he enjoyed it. But it was cool to see all these kids and things like that. And I got I got connected to more of the boys at the Top Golf in the Slick City just because I was interacting with them more, and it's funny how these kids look for, they come up and ask you anything, because you're an adult.
Yeah.
And, and they're just kids, and they come up to you and ask you stuff that like they would ask a parent.
Yeah. This one kid was like, this boy came in, he's like, this girl keeps pulling my hair. I was like, it's a form of flirting. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, if she keeps doing it, she's flirting with you.
Yeah, Crystal made it. She was a matchmaker.
Yeah. It's so funny. Yeah. And then two girls were like, which one of us looks like Morana? I'm like, oh, you do. Oh, man, are you kidding me? Yeah. Just funny the things that they would come up and ask.
Yeah, no, they were just, the stuff they asked would be like our own kids asking us at that age, the young ones, which is cool. You see how much some of these kids, like, they need this.
Yeah,
that's like this. That's why I think the small groups are important.
Yeah,
because you don't know how these kids' home life, how their home life is, how their parents are, what it is, and I think they come there and they know people love them.
Yeah,
and they feel that they feel secure and safe. City Mark's a great church for that. They're all about the kids. And they come to us like they've been knowing us forever.
Yeah.
They have no inhibitions about asking you anything.
Yeah, like this one little girl noticed my biceps. Remember I told you?
Oh, yeah.
She asked me, what was the story? She came up to me.
She said, how much steroids you take?
She came up to me. Wherever she saw me, it was like the day before.
That was the girl. That was the girl I bought Skittles for.
Yeah, it was the day before, and she came up to me, and so she was like, man, I was like, man, you got some biceps. You must work out or something like that. And then she came, it was totally funny,
Yeah, she's probably Bronson's age.
Yeah. And then the next day she wanted some Skittles.
Well, she came to me. She's like, she came to Blake.
Yeah.
Or she came to me and Blake, and she's like, hey, you got $2? I'm like, I don't have any cash. What do you want? Well, they had like a little concession area for the kids to get drinks, chips, candy at certain times where you could go just get snacks. And I was like, I don't have any cash. What do you want? She goes, I want some Skittles, man. I was like, come on. So I walked her over there, bought her some Skittles. She was so excited.
Yeah.
But it's just funny. Like, it's cool to do that for the kids. Like, that's $2, a big gesture for a kid that didn't have any cash, and it's like, it's nothing, but it's just, it's cool to just, I didn't do it for any other reason except for she wants some money. I didn't have it. Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Let's go get it, which is cool. So then, so it all wraps up Saturday.
Yep.
And Saturday, dude, I'm telling you, we're dragging by Saturday morning because late nights, early mornings, emotionally draining.
Yeah, mostly just draining.
Just going
yeah.
through, like,
going through emotions of it all, but like
nothing sad. It's all joyful.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, but I think it's not just exhausting because they're staying up late, but I think it also has to do with the emotions
that's
of
what
like,
I'm saying. That's
crying, laughing,
all that. Just
feeling all that, you know.
I'm always on, so it wasn't like I was exhausted from like being on and like amped up. It was just more, I think, more the emotional side for me that I wasn't expecting to get
that much out of it.
No, I wasn't expecting to be that emotional. And I wasn't expecting that. Like I didn't. Like I told you, I kind of went in open hearted to where I was like, man, I'm just gonna let this be what it is for me, and have fun and open up. And I did. And so come Saturday, like I said, it was the last day. We show up in our outfits, and they didn't tell us a whole lot. We didn't know that the guys, one of the other Josh, one of the tribe leaders, part of the church. He's like, bro, you need to wear your outfit today. We're not doing anything on stage. I'm like,
we're like, hey,
nobody told us, but it's like, hey, we're Team Royal. We're
gonna
we're a million points in the lead.
Yeah, you've got to show people what's up. You know, like we're still royalty.
This is the last day of competition.
Yeah,
we're like, we're here. Like we're all in on what we're doing.
And we brought change of clothes. We're like, we're staying in it. You know, we gotta let people know that Team Royal. You know.
Yeah, yeah. So we, but the people, the older people, volunteers, the people at church, the kids, they appreciated it. They would come up to us like, "Oh, I liked your outfit," or it was cool to just have them come up and interact and like say stuff to us. It just, it felt like, it made it all worthwhile just interacting with the kids.
Yeah.
So they had a special guest for Sunday. So they have Uncle Reggie Dabbs. If you never heard of this guy, we've heard about him the time he came to our church week and a half before. We didn't get to see him.
That's right.
This guy's like world renowned. He speaks at tons of high schools. He's dealt with the Obama, the George W. Bush, the Biden and Trump administrations, like with the presidents over things. So like this guy's well known, writes books, heck of a speaker. He's 63 years old. He just turned. And so we're excited for that day. So we get out there, we go amp the crowd up. We do our, no, we don't do that day. We don't get caught on stage. They don't do that at all Saturday.
Yeah.
And so then Uncle Reggie comes out, and like that one hit me. So he started off like the guy plays a saxophone. So you can tell like this guy speaks to kids all over the world. And he instantly, like, he starts it out with like, all right, I'm from North Texas. Just did this last week up there. South Texas, I don't know what y'all got, but if y'all can, I'm going to play on my saxophone the verse, then y'all got to sing the chorus.
Yeah.
If y'all get more than 5 songs, you beat North Texas. We're like, all right, let's go. So everybody's locked in. He starts off by playing Happy by Pharrell.
Yeah.
And he's tearing it up on the saxophone. Then all the kids start singing when it comes to the chorus part. He's like, okay. He was like, all right, I got some harder for you. Then he played like Katy Perry. Everybody sings it.
Yeah.
Third song, he comes out with Baby by Justin Bieber. And I tell you what, I never heard so many little girls scream in my life.
He played Frozen, Let It Go.
Yeah. And he played Justin Timberlake.
I stood. By that time, I stood up. I was singing too.
So at that point, I remember that one because I was sitting there watching these kids all singing, dancing, having a good time. Like just seeing him connect with the kids, just like, okay, now I get what Pastor Matt was saying. How this guy's a 1 in a trillion kind of guy. Like he's. I think he said he's a cheat code. Matt would say. And that was one, like during those times he was doing those songs, I remember sitting there and like I had just tears going down my face just because of like watching the joy of the kids. Like that hit me hard. Like I don't know why that got me emotional, but I'm emotional right now. But it did. Like that was really cool to see that because how quickly just a simple thing he does like got the kids fully engaged and just like having fun. And so that was cool. And then then he tells his story about being an orphan from 6 years old to 13, and like, man, like all the stuff he's been through in life and all the stuff he's overcome because of knowing Jesus and things that's turned his life around and things like that. It's like they had probably a lot of kids in there that could relate.
Yeah.
That didn't have good home lives, or
Mhm.
are in the system as a foster kid or adopted or whatever, or just going through any kind of struggles. And like I said, his sermon to the kids was like, oh man, it was
great.
It was really good. The guy was
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
the guy was awesome, man. We really enjoyed that. I was so glad. And so once we do that, they do everything with the kids. It's coming up on 12 o'clock. Well, 12 o'clock it ends on Saturday.
Yeah.
We had our final tribe award that day to determine the winner. Well, it led up to 12 p.m. So they're like, all right, y'all.
I think they might already planned. I think it was already going to end.
Maybe so. They're like, hey, we're done, but we will be crowning a tribe award champion. Everybody needs to come back to CYC Wednesday night youth service, and we're going to have the finale, which was tonight, just a few hours ago.
Yep.
So we've been like Saturday before we left. Me and Chris were out in the lobby passing out these little cards for the
color war
thing they're doing next week at church, and everybody. All the kids wearing green. I'm like, hey, y'all be back Wednesday.
Yeah, y'all come.
We need y'all to show up. Job's not done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go win this thing. We're up 1,000,000 points right now. We got this. But we knew this last tribe war was worth 1.5 million. So pretty much whoever won the night won it all. And so we made sure everybody was there.
Yep.
And so tonight we go. Great service. We show up in some outfits again.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking I think it was Friday. That's what it was. Friday, I was looking at something like, man, I got to do something for the kids different. Went on Amazon. I bought like 150 little gold doubloons like you get at a parade. I was like, all right, when they call us out Saturday morning, I'm going to take these. I'm going to go throw them over to our team to kind of give them something. And then just to kind of more interaction.
Yeah.
Come Saturday morning, they're like, hey, we're not doing that today. I'm like, oh, man. Like I had it all planned out. We were going to run out there and do that. So didn't get to do it. So I'm going to hold on to them. So tonight, we show up. And they weren't bringing us out on stage again. So I'm like, man, I got to figure out a way to do this. And just so happened, they start doing the announcements.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Crystal are kind of walking up to the middle doors.
Yeah, to go sit down.
And Isaac, he's like, we're at Team Roy. He go, actually, you know what? I see Uncle Dale right there. So me and Crystal, we come
running down the aisle.
We come running down the aisle, like throwing our hands up. Everybody's cheering. So I was like, that was perfect time. I pulled those coins out and I started sprinkling them all over the crowd. I was like, okay, good. At least I get to get rid of them and interact. But like we were the only tribe that they called out because luckily he saw us.
They called Riptide.
No, I know, but he's like, hey, there's Uncle Dale down. He's like, hey, come to the front.
Okay,
and that's when I ran up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
we ran up, kind of hyping the crowd.
Yeah,
and so I got to throw those out, and so did all that. Man,
overall, I think we had the best energy.
Oh, we killed them.
I mean, we killed them. So we're in our 40s, guys. We're 43, and they're like 22, 24.
Well, only other one. So
except for, and then they had the other older guy. Yeah,
Gene was one of the mascots for Tribe Spur, who was in first place when this whole thing started. We took over them. But yeah, so they were dressed up as well. They didn't change outfits like we did. We went all out just because we love a good.
We love a good theme.
We love a good theme. We're always going to dress up because it's just fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to do like our team mascot, and then also do the after party stuff because that was another outfit in itself.
Oh, we had so much outfits.
I know. Yeah. And y'all know me. I ain't going to be telling nobody, but y'all know me and Amazon.
It all got returned. I mean, literally, we spent like $400 something on this stuff. Like, we would probably never use these things again.
Yeah. I know people have like costume things, but
We're sorry,
but yeah, I'm sorry though. But at least I'm honest when they're like on Amazon when they ask you for a refund, they ask you, is a tag still on? Has this been worn? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm like the tag's not on, and I'll write the tag's still attached in the bag. Has it been worn? Yes. So they know all these details before it gets returned.
Jeff Bezos ain't hurt, bro. They do that as a loss for taxes.
So there's no point in keeping all this. I even washed this and it's going back to because I sweated in it too much.
Okay, so tonight we go. After that, we had praise and worship. Gannon, the other pastor, young guy, he's awesome, great preacher. He has a good word. And then towards the end, the guy comes and gets us and the three brothers that were other tribe leaders. The guy said, "Hey, y'all need to go outside, get ready for tribe war." So we go out there. Well, they dug a probably 20 foot diameter or bigger hole, filled it with sand and water. And so our first game was tug of war over the water. So the losing team gets drug into the pit of water.
Mm-hmm.
So we go up against what team?
Riptide.
We go up against Riptide, and they got like 10 people there.
Yeah.
Nobody showed up for Riptide. We had a good 50 kids easily there. We probably had more kids in the crowd that didn't want to get potentially muddy.
Yeah.
We started off, I'm on there, and we drag them in there like it's the...
Bam, over.
They're all in there. And then Metro and Spur, they go against each other. They kill Metro. Metro didn't have a big showing either.
And so we're thinking that all right, we got this, y'all. We're winning this. We're doing.
Yeah, we have more teams. We have more people with Spur. Like, if we do another tug of war,
that's what we said. I was like, we got this. And then, what's his face?
Gannon.
And then he's like, all right, but we're not playing this game. We're playing a different game. We're like, what?
Yeah. So
the next
game, right next to it, they had two like canoes side by side with a little trench, probably 15, 20 foot long, 2-3 foot, wide enough for the canoe.
Yeah.
So you had to pick a kid
to sit in it.
You want to pick your lightest person to sit in it. The rest of the team has got to drag them out of the water, overland, up this hill they built from digging all that dirt. And so I got a bunch of good boys on our team. I said, all right, boys in the back, we're going to go. And so we start going, and we ripped that canoe so fast coming across that water. And then the next thing I know, we're coming so fast, kids tripped. Our boat tramples over a couple kids.
Yeah.
One kid's back all scratched up. I mean, Mike Phillips, he's a dude. That kid was laying on his back, like on his face, on that mud thing, and that thing the whole boat just went over.
Boom. Yeah.
So I see that it holds up our boat some. I grab the rope to keep running with our boys.
Yeah.
Somebody's like right there below my eyesight in front of me.
Fall.
I fall over them, boom, onto my knees on this concrete, this mud, this dried mud. It feels like concrete. Boom, I fell on that. That boat's still coming. It runs over my leg. It cut up my ankle, went right over my leg. Other team won it because we trampled. I mean, we trampled 3 kids and myself.
I'm like still like in shock right now.
And so they beat us. And I was so mad. So they won. All their team starts running and jumping into that pit of water. And
it wasn't fair, guys. It wasn't fair.
Crystal salty.
It wasn't fair because they had a straightaway up and we had to slant it to go up.
Yeah, I told them I'm gonna appeal this.
But I was like, man, overall, my eyes, we won because after all the hard work we put in it, not saying nobody else did, but like we put in such a huge team mascot hype, like energy wise, they put good energy too, but we did the dress costumes. We were walking around, go Team Royal, you better show up, amp your team up.
Oh, the best part is all these other like,
the people that didn't even want to be on our teams, they were saying, go Team Royal.
Like the 8th grade boys, 11th grade boys, they'd come up to me. They were like, "Hey, bro, Team Royal sucks." You know,
Yeah.
I was talking crap to them. They were doing it to me. They would come up to me, be like trying to dap me up. They're like, and they'd be like, "Psych, you're Team Royal.
Yeah, but
We're
then
Team
but then you
Metric."
had some that weren't even on our team saying we're voting Team Royal, go Team Royal. You
Yeah.
know.
So we lost.
I know. So we didn't get to take home the trophy, y'all. We were good. Whoever
I
won
wanted
got
that
to
trophy
take home the trophy. I wanted that trophy so bad.
I wanted the trophy so bad. So we lost. They all jump in, and then Josh, the tribe leader for Spurs, I'm in there. He said something. He's like, "You're going in." I'm like, "Let's go." So I let him. He picks me up and throws me in the water. It's hot, like warm, dirty water. And then I feel like I got dirt in my teeth still.
You probably do. I'm looking at your toenails right now.
So then I'm trying to get out of there. I'm like, "Josh, give me a hand." I just yanked him.
Yeah, you put him in.
I yanked him into the water too.
I was scared I was going to get thrown in because like he came behind me and Blake's like, "You're next." Like, "Oh, I'm not going in there." And the way how Blake was talking to me, I had that dude behind me. I was like, "Oh my God, he's going to come up behind me and not know." Oh my God, that would probably be
because we would have won. I was jumping in regardless because like I'm going to go sell out with the kids. You would have had to get in.
I know we're like now everybody's like, "Maybe next year, y'all." I'm like, I'm bummed. You know?
Oh yeah. So we have a group text with me, Crystal, Pastor Matt, Pastor Blake, and Blake was like, "Y'all were my favorite tribe leaders." We were like, "Well, duh, dude. We were."
And then
awesome.
I was like, "Well, there's a reason why we lost, guys, because it's probably maybe a sign of like, the job ain't done. We got to come back and do it even bigger and better next year." If there was like a voting, maybe kids would vote. They want Crystal and Kiki. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I mean, but by doing this, I think
by doing this and like meeting people, me and the kids, like I think it'd be something good for us to get into. Like you said, it's like getting your feet wet.
Yeah, no, I think now it's like I'm all in. Like I told Matt and Blake, I'm like, "Dude, we're all in." So we need to go through the thing called Summit to where you like, learn about the church, do different things. We got to go through this process to where we can serve. And I was like, we got to get involved with the kids. Like this was too much fun, too rewarding to where like eternally rewarding that I was like, we got to do this. So obviously we're going to do that. We're going to start serving at this church and really making a point to be there to deal with the kids, man. Cause like I said, I think it was Saturday at the end of the day, man. I had some of these kids like, "Oh, they come give me a high five." One kid came up to me that I talked to the day before. We talked quite a bit. He came up, dapped me up, gave me a hug, said, "I love you, man." Like they'll tell you that wrecked me right there.
Yeah.
But there was a bunch of kids that came up and we talked to and loved on, gave hugs to kids. Like that's what made it all worth it. To where I'm like, dude, this is exactly what I needed, what we needed to do. And it showed us like, okay, we got to get involved. So, that's the plan, man. We're gonna jump head first and get involved and see where we can fit in. Like younger kids, high school kids. They even talked about us doing stuff with the young adults, like the college kids.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I think I would do the young ones.
I think that's based on like our relationship, our marriage. I think like that. I think we could bring some value to.
Oh yeah.
To some young adults, being that we met at 19.
Yeah, that's true.
And we've been through it, got kids. Like I think that's where we could be valuable to those as well. That's not an all the time thing like the young kids, but they have these certain things for college kids. So I think that's something that we got to get involved in. This was really eye opening. Good for the soul. It really was like it opened my heart up more to this and to God, to where like I want to do things different and change and live with God as a center of our marriage and things like that. Like that was really the thing I think I took away from it. We haven't sat down and like talked about this past the deal.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like we don't talk about a lot of things like that. So it's like it's more of a vulnerable, like deeper talk. that we'll have. You know, we haven't decompressed from
We're
this.
still up on the high though. We haven't actually.
Well, it just finished. Like that's
Yeah,
why we
we
wait
just-
to do this podcast once we were
Yeah.
totally done. Hopefully, we would have been here with a trophy, but we lost. But you know what, Matt? You know, we were texting with Matt. Matt's like, dude, that just means y'all gotta bring it next year. I'm like, dude, next year.
I'm probably bringing animals on stage, some type of animals.
If I lose next year, I'm gonna fight somebody. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know who it is. I might get Jacob first. Jacob, he should have gave me extra points for our costumes. But yeah, man, it was really cool. Overall, great experience. Like I said, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into.
We did not.
We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into each day, even doing it, because they didn't tell us a whole lot.
Right.
Because obviously we were a small piece of the whole grand scheme of the youth conference.
Yeah.
So we took it, ran with it. We gave it our all. I feel like we brought the hype. We brought the costumes. We interacted with the kids. Met a lot of the adults there that volunteer and like elders of the church. They were all very encouraging and like thanking us. You know, we've gotten thank yous from all the pastors and you know the people that part of the church that seen what we did. And that's not why we did it, but it was cool that how much they appreciated what we did.
Yeah.
And it's still like, it was a small gesture for us to just to show up, be involved and like go all in. And I think they saw that. And like I said, man, like I said, this was a youth conference for the kids, but I feel like I got more out of it just as much or more than the kids did.
Yeah, same.
For me, like I was just, you know, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So it was, it was an emotional time, man. It was really, it was a lot, man. It was a lot to take in, just because it hit us harder than we thought it would have done. So it was cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get more involved. Like just think about us getting involved, and they're already planning 2027's youth conference.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
even bigger and
big.
better.
I mean, they're expecting a couple thousand kids next time, which is crazy. Which when we have a new venue, Matt told me, I'm not going to tell him here, but Matt told me where the potential next venue would be next year, which is crazy. So this makes it more exciting. But like just think a year of us being involved and serving, and knowing these kids, how much more fun it will be next year.
Yeah.
Because one, we already know we already know what to expect.
Yeah.
And then next year, our costumes are just going to be more grand. So
I might be having somebody make my outfits. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm still be using Amazon.
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, we wanted to get on here. Literally, it's the night before this episode is going to come out.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I forgot about
I got to edit this, throw this online to where it'll drop this morning when you're hearing it. But like I said, hey, man, we appreciate y'all listening.
Thank you.
Say some prayers for us. We love y'all for listening. Make sure you're subscribed. Apple, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube. Keep the comments coming like y'all are doing. We really appreciate that. Did you have anything written down, you said?
No, I already talked about what we want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, shout out to our sponsors, KT Wellness, Essentials Health, and Buildscapes. And then, so next year's youth conference, we'll share. I think they got the dates.
Yes. The same day. It's like the 21st.
I don't have the dates yet, but
yeah, it is. It's on there.
If you got kids in the Houston area, especially in the League City area, get your kids involved. You'll see us around there. That's another bonus for you. You get to come meet us. But yeah, I mean, like I said, City Mark has got it going on, especially for the youth ministry, to where if you got kids that you want to get them involved, that's the place I would take them. But I don't have anything else, man.
That's a wrap on episode what?
131.
131.
And we haven't even had a chance yet. Crystal's taking a bunch of pictures over the weekend.
Oh, yeah, and I was trying to think what I'd do if I want to do like a little reel. Probably get Dale put a little reel versus pictures, you know.
Yeah, we got a ton of pictures of our outfits,
Yeah.
of events. With that, though, Crystal's riding mechanical bull in there.
Yeah, and I did do Reggie's some of Reggie's videos, like him playing
Oh,
the
yeah.
game and the kids singing.
Yep. He's like, dude, don't call me Mr. Reggie or Pastor Reggie.
I mean, Uncle
I'm
Reggie.
Uncle Reggie. I'm like, dude, I'm Uncle Dale, dude. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really cool. But that's a wrap. Episode 131. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
We're excited for our next steps with City Mark, and like I said, big thanks out to Matt, Blake, Gannon, Tyson, Kate. Who am I leaving out?
Mary Ellis.
And Mary Ellis.
Just all of them. Just
yeah,
everybody.
just the whole crew
The
that
whole
we
crew.
interacted with. That
that didn't know much about us. You know.
we only Jacob.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean only Matt and Blake and Kate obviously, and then Jacob knew us really because we work out with them and we're friends.
Yeah.
The rest of them didn't know us, but Matt and Blake said, "Hey, I got some aces we're going to bring in here." And
That's right.
We showed
brought it.
Yeah, we brought it. Our energy was
brought
there.
it.
Yeah.
Energy was there.
Yeah. So till then, thank y'all for watching, and hope y'all enjoyed this little recap. It was fun. It was fun to kind of like reflect on it.
Yeah.
But like I said, it just ended a couple hours ago, so we're still.
Yeah.
I still got to process
it all.
What all happened? It's kind of a blur.
Yeah.
We definitely ran through it, but it'll be cool to like go back to church past this and see some of these kids, and they come up to us and they remember us and we remember them. So I know I had one of the kids. He came to me, Dave. Oh, Elliot, one of the kids that was in our group. He's like, "Can I have your crown?" I'm like, "Here, take my crown, dude.
Take your crown.
Amazon won't miss it." So I gave him the crown, but like I said, it was cool. So thank y'all for listening, and we'll catch y'all next week.
That's right. Bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Happily Ever Banter, a Mills House Media production with Uncle Dale and Kiki. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, thanks for listening, and we hope you'll join us on the next episode of Happily Ever Banter. Until then.